The Magic Podcast, hosted by Lloyd Barnes, Craig Petty, and Peter Turner's sex toy, Pig Cake. This is your all-access behind-the-scenes news inside the current happenings of the magic industry, where Craig and Lloyd will thrust themselves inside your ears while Pig Cake squeals in the cuck chair. Every Wednesday, they'll rant, dissect, and give you their raw and unfiltered views on the art of magic. This is your final warning. There will be bad language, cuss words, fuck bombs, and multiple references to Ted Carmilovich being a nonce. So if you can handle it, lock your doors, take out your deck, spread it nice and wide, and brace yourselves for the Magic Podcast.
Welcome back to the motherfucking podcast. Last week it was a duo. Now we're back with the OG himself. My name's Craig Petty, and I'm joined by the Welsh Wonder Wizard himself, the one and only fucking Lloyd Barnes, and also back in his natural habitat, bitches and beaches. He described it to me back in Miami, away from Pete Turner's sex farm. He had the one and only Pig Cake. Pig Cake, Lloyd, me. It's the motherfucking podcast. Hello, boys.
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's going good. I missed you guys last week. Seriously, how weird is that? I just
Missed you. You were in bed dying, weren't you? I mean, you had magic.
I think I was diagnosed with super magic AIDS. I believe the clinician described it.
And when we told that to the people on the podcast last week, we had a big AIDS warning go up on YouTube going, oh, be careful to listen to this.
You know, Lloyd called me and he had like a fucking something here, like a boil. And I was like, wow, you actually do have AIDS. Like, it's not even
I
a
had
joke.
big holes on the top lip and 2 in either side of my nose, and I was just wiped 3 to 2 with 2 kids. I was in bed for 3 days, just straight fucked in the face. It didn't help that the very last thing that happened at the convention when we were taking our round of applause on stage was Kieran Johnson water spouted into my mouth and down my throat. And that's not a joke.
Oh,
And then by Monday, I don't even know why I wasn't hospitalized. I was fucking bad, but yeah, I'm alive. What did I miss? What's going on? How crazy was it that we fucking pulled off? I know this is yesterday's news, but we pulled off a magic convention. WT fuck.
We really fucking did. Like, we really fucking did. I mean, that convention was fucking lit. I mean, me and Piggy spent a while talking about it last week while you were dying, and we just kind of broke everything down. But ultimately, I couldn't have dreamt in my wildest dreams it was going to be as good as that. Like,
No, I can't quite believe it. Like, every review I hear to it, people, and it sounds so ridiculous, but it's not my words. They were saying best weekend, not convention they've ever been to, but one of the best weekends of their lives. And I'm biased because obviously it was our convention, so we're naturally going to have as well, apart from being busy, as much or more fun than ever, because our egos were getting well and truly fucking massaged down the shafts throughout the whole thing. But it was the most fun I've had. I can ever remember. It was just I pissed myself laughing the whole time.
This is not a slight against the session convention, because I love Andy Gladwin, I love Vanishing Ink, I love the fucking session. It's why I go every year. I think it's an amazing convention and I have a lot of fun in there. But it reminded me of what the session was like back in the early days, back when it was very raw. And it was kind of like Andy didn't have a fucking clue what he was doing. He didn't have a massive company behind him that was like he had to answer to, like people and so on and so forth. Vanishing Ink is huge. It kind of had that raw energy.
Well, I think the session just sort of changed its purpose, which is now, like I always say, you go to the session to learn the best magic in the world. If you want to become a better magician, you go to the session. Where it used to just be, it was called the session because it was about breaking out and sessioning, which you obviously still have. But I just think it's a different thing. Whereas, I mean, it didn't remind me of the session like it used to be, because it was basically just dick jokes galore. You walk in and you see a 4'2" life-size to scale effigy of Pig Cake saying you must be this tall to enter. The first roll-up bar you see after that says, "Welcome to the Magic Podcast Convention." It's going to be shit. The next one is a picture of you dressed like Aladdin with your bollocks hanging out with two pictures of your face in the box. I mean, you gotta be if you don't have a sense of humor at all, like this wasn't for you.
No.
The
you know.
session would never. They would never. They would be no. This
No,
is too clinical."
no convention would do that. Like there was some even
Yeah.
there was worse signs than that.
Yeah, way worse. Way worse. With what people call the R slur. The R slur. Could we
Retired?
speaking of that, Lloyd, could you explain to people where you're at? Because it looks like you're about to, if not just filmed, you getting absolutely bumped by
Yeah.
I would say a rotund African
Why
gentleman.
would I be the one? Why would I be the bottom?
Look at you.
Look at this man. I got my like little 70s porn ponytail, I'd be there.
70s porn ponytail. I'll tell you the type of porn they had those in. But I noticed that you would be the bottom because you looked a lot skinnier than when I saw you years prior in Blackpool. So you would
Thanks,
definitely be
thanks.
bottom, man. You'd be fucking
know,
bottom.
man.
You'd be there just
No, I
getting
just
way
but
off.
like I said in the podcast live, like you get skinnier, so
Oh yeah.
I'd be
it's
the one
this
like,
thing.
oh, I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, I'm basically a
It's-
fucking. I'm
actually, no.
basically,
Th-
yeah, I look like a
this is how you-
sundial. If I lay down, I look like a sundial. Okay, so
Yeah, we
I'm
were,
down- I'm
Factor in
down
because I'll
South
bring Andy
England.
Gladwin into this.
Oh shit,
Well-
we were a battle of the horse dicks.
Dweeb.
Our dicks would like fucking touch the end of each. When two elephants greet, they just touch the end of their trunks together. They kind of couple. That's what
What
would
the
happen with
fuck?
me and Andy. Sorry, I'm down in South England. I am in a place called Dawlish, which is in Devon. We just decided, Katie's sister lives here, and she owns this, like not her own. She runs this giant, like, she's like a head manager of like this giant fucking posh lodge park with like this is like a luxury lodge with a hot tub and stuff. Like I don't know if you have
Kaylee's got a
luxury
sister.
lodge.
That's all I heard. Kaylee's got a sister, bro. Yo,
Yeah, she has a sister. I've done magic to her on video before.
I see the Instagram, man.
No, Pig Cake. Where's your wife? Where's your girlfriend?
Which you know what?
Where's Daniela?
I'm in Miami. I'm in vacation permanently.
You know what I love about this whole situation? I'm away in Blackpool for a week. I'm in an Airbnb. Lloyd's away for a week. He's in some luxury lodge in fucking Dawlish or whatever. Pink Cake, out the two of us,
Yeah.
you ask Lloyd where you at because he's got such a fucking amazing setup. I'm in a fucking Airbnb and this is probably an improvement. Like it's
Yeah, it is. But you know
You
what? I
know-
don't have an amazing setup. Do you know what I've done? I just thought for like 10 seconds, oh, how could I make my lighting decent? I'll open the curtains and I'll sit with a mirror so it bounces the light on my face just a bit. That's all I did.
Well, why
I,
don't you
I
record
thought.
on your phone? Why don't you just do the live stream? You connect your webcam as your phone. You could do that. Why
I
don't you
normally
do that?
I normally have a clip that goes on there and it goes on the screen. But
Okay,
I think this
but
is
instead
okay.
you chose.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
What's
look
wrong
like
with this? Also,
I was
then
gonna say better
don't
than
forget,
mine.
I get really bored during this podcast. So I go on here and I check the snooker scores because it's the Wuhan Open at the minute, so it's on in the early morning. I get to go on Reddit for a little while where you guys are talking about stuff I don't understand. I
Whoa.
just have some fun. I check out with my friends, and so why would I want to not be able to use this during the boring parts?
You just got AIDS from the Magic Convention, and you're looking at the Wuhan Open. Let's not go again.
Right.
All right, let's
You
not do
can't
this again.
download COVID. Jesus
Oh,
Christ,
well, I don't
Americans.
know.
Look at them. No, we don't wear face masks because I actually use Wi-Fi, so it's already in my head. We actually just like fucking enveloped that,
Yeah, the amount of times that I've gotten COVID, I think I got COVID about 7 times. Unironically. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. The first one sucked, and then each and every single one just became like a cold, like a normal, like just snot green. And I couldn't taste eggs for a little bit. You know how I found out? I couldn't taste eggs, and then I took 2 shots of tequila, and it didn't taste like anything. So I go, okay, I'm fucked.
Oh god.
That's how.
damn.
Yeah, 2 shots of tequila. That's how I figured it out.
Although your girlfriend probably had the best week of her life.
Okay, yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe it took 3 seconds for me to get that. Thank you for that, man.
You're
But I didn't have a girlfriend then. I think I had a
It's
toy
still
that I will
bizarre that you
fuck
have one now. Oh, just
Well,
uncompromised.
he might
legit
not have
compromised.
one for too much longer when she wakes up and he unleashes hell on her for moving his cables.
Yeah, I'm very upset that I woke up and my setup was completely different. I was looking. She said she organized, and I noticed the organization involves moving things from where they're not supposed, moving things from where they're supposed to be to where they're not supposed to be. So I was kind of upset. And on top of that, there was dog poop, and there's no toilet paper. So I had to pick up dog poop with like 2 squares of toilet paper.
Ugh.
So yeah, that was not, I'm not happy about my morning. And also this, I had to wake up at fucking 2:52 in the morning to talk magic tricks with blokes from
Can we talk magic then? What's the new
let's
stuff
talk
going
magic.
on?
Can I just say, if we're going to start talking magic, I know that we can't mention what it is or anything, but I just got to see, we've been kind of teasing Fuel for a little while now as a Craig Petty Lloyd Barnes collaboration, another Craig Petty Lloyd Barnes trick. And we've told people how special it is. You did the first draft of the trailer and sent it to
It's finished. There's no more second drafts.
That what there shouldn't be.
One.
Yeah. Well, you got George to phone me, you fuck. Because you showed me the trailer and I said to you, that is the best fucking trailer I've ever seen. And you got George to ring me and go, have you seen the trailer? What do you think of it? I don't like it.
It wasn't even my suggestion. I was like, do me a favor, because I was in a shop yesterday when he called, and I was like, Craig's desperate to hear if you like the trailer or not because he's so fucking hyped. And he's like, I'm gonna call him right now and tell him it sucked. I was like, yes, because he had the same reaction as you. He was like, oh, it's the best fucking thing I've ever seen. Which George doesn't react like. So yeah. So,
When he said it sucked, I was like, are you having a fucking aneurysm?
that's what you said. I know you're having a fucking.
dude. It's the
Well,
first
yeah,
time
well,
I ever
what
saw the
what-
effect. Fucking
Yeah, it's cool.
mint.
It's
It'd be
like
good.
what it was. We were brainstorming and we were like, oh, we both always loved a certain trick. We like, fucking love this trick, but we live in the UK, so we literally. I've never actually seen one of those things in real life. Like, I
No,
wish
no
I could do that trick. I've always wished I could do that trick. It's not a thing in Britain. We don't have them. I've been to America, but I've never just happened to see them even. And we were like, how can we make it? How can we just do it in the UK? Like, and there's a few versions of stuff like this, and they're quite popular. So we brainstormed, and I don't even know who it was, but one of us said, "Oh, why don't we just do it with this? Like, it makes sense." And then Phil Smith designed it.
Will Smith
the
designed
thing,
the actual thing, yeah.
and we got it done. And we didn't really think anything more of it. We went on to the next thing on the same call. We were like, let's just go on to something else now. And when we got on and started doing it, it was the surprise hit. Like explain what happened when you went over and shot with Murphy's.
Well, what was funny, I went over to Sacramento and I was filming with George. And he didn't really know what the trick was. He just basically greenlit it based on how excited you were and I was about it. He's like, okay, if Craig and Lloyd are really fucking excited about this, I'm just going to greenlight this. So he'd seen the gimmicks. He didn't really know what the trick was. And when I explained to, and you know how nervous George gets. So he's like, can you tell me what the effect, what's going to happen? I was like, okay, but when I perform it, this is what's going to happen. And he went, really? I'm like, yeah, that's what's going to happen. He's like, really? You know what he's like. So
the part Craig's on about Pig, where I said, look, Piggy, and you notice it, he doesn't even actually bring out a real one to begin with ever at any point. It's just
that was the best hook in that.
And that's what I said to him. He said, really? I'm like, yeah, it's fine. So we went out and we did live performances, and every single live performance. Now, as well as me, when you go out and perform, it depends on who you are. I'm pretty good at this because I've been doing it a long time. But even with me, there's going to be reaction. There's going to be like groups that you go, well, I am. Let's just be fucking honest. I'm shit at almost anything, everything. But one thing I'm good at is getting people to react to magic on camera. I'm pretty fucking good at that. But even in that situation, there's normally a couple of groups where people are just like not liking it, but they're muted. It's not a reaction that you can use on the trailer. They're not getting hyped. They're not getting too excited. With this,
It's a game, and it's normally even with the best. Like it is a game of numbers. You just gotta you got like either you're warming up still, or sometimes it's a guy and a girl, or a guy doesn't want to be out male, so he just says he's like,
I'm sorry, but no, man.
But with
No, dude.
this, every single performance I did, and I did this about 15, 20 times. Visceral fucking reactions. They could, even when you were going up to a group where it was an alpha male, they couldn't fucking help themselves. They were just like, they couldn't they couldn't stop their face from freaking the fuck out. And every single group that I went to, George came up to me afterwards because we were sitting down in between things, and he was like, "Did you see that reaction?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "That reaction was amazing. How did you get that reaction?" I'm like, "Because it's the best fucking trick in the world, George. I've been working this in for a long time. I know exactly how to get these reactions because this is a fucking great trick." And by the end of it, it's like, "Oh my God, this is amazing. This is fucking incredible." But he didn't realize how good this was until he'd come out and he'd seen it being performed. And when we were doing the tutorials, he was so hyped for this one. He was so fucking hyped.
I mean, we know, all of us, every magician knows that this type of effect is one that's very it's not Omnideck, but it's on par with Omnideck, where you can fight the tide as much as you want, but it's one of those tricks that everyone in the world knows that it's almost impossible to get a bad reaction from it. So it's in that without explaining what it is just yet, it's in that category of tricks that just never ever fails. However, what you did with it, which I think was so interesting, and why George is like ears pricked up, like what the fuck. And Cake, what you messaged me after seeing the trailer was that normally when you do this type of trick, you have to introduce something first, and then there's some sort of a switch. Without getting too, I mean, you're all going to see it eventually, but you normally introduce something, and during the effect you switch that something, and then something happens. You just didn't do that. You just fucked that entire extra 2 or 3 beats off completely gone from the routine. And I don't even know if I think maybe by doing that the tempo of the effect is raised, and because of that it gets people like, like if you do a slow motion, if you do a slow mentalism, like Mark Ellison made a great point in his lecture. He said, and I don't want to spoil anything, but I think he'd be okay with me just paraphrasing this. He said like, he doesn't believe mentalists, and you've got to listen to what he says before I butcher it. But he doesn't it's like mentalists are kind of funny because say you're thinking of a word like bike or an image like bike, right? They'll be there like, okay, I'm getting 2 round shapes, and then I'm getting like a chain and like a handlebars, this is like a bike, and then people will react and they're like, oh, because it's kind of like every time you say something, you like slowly reveal it. But he's like, really, you're human. If you look at something, these are headphones. If you look at it, I know that's a shoe. So why is it when you see this image, apparently if you're a mentalist, you can't work out that it's a bike? He says just once you have it, once you know, okay, I'm ready, I've got this, you're thinking of a bike. And then that reaction as well is stronger because I had Kobe test this with the new app that I've been working on called Vespa, which is going to replace Cognito. And it's true. He changed the reaction to just go in, and you're thinking of, and they go, fuck. And it's the same with this effect. I think because you up the tempo, there's no extra few beats to it. Like, okay, we're going to begin by bringing this item out. Then we're going to do this with the item. You just get rid of all that. And it's like, okay, hold this. Bam. And it's like, oh, fuck. What? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it's because you stripped the routine
that came from spending like about a year working it in before the shoots and understand it, because originally I did do the switch. And then I slowly realized, actually, this is something that you can completely eliminate, and it makes it stronger. And I think that's the amount of times that I see people on shoots or I speak to creators, and and I'm sure you've seen this, both of you. They go to a shoot, and when they do the live performances for whatever trick they're releasing, that's the very fucking first time that they perform that trick. That pisses me the fuck off. I know that happens more than the industry is willing to admit. And it pisses me off because my attitude is if I'm going to a shoot and I'm going to get live performances, I've got to come and bring my A game. And the only way I can do that is if I've worked it in beforehand and done the homework.
Mm-hmm. The funny thing is you shot Sucker Punch, Fuel, and the Gaff Deck.
And Credit Crunch.
And Credit Crunch. And Fuel, although we loved it, was the trick where it was kind of the one that like me and you wanted the most, I think, out of all of them personally, just to be like, okay, because we know it's the daily driver trick. But it's tricky because the Gaff Deck comes after Fuel. And it's hard to whip because maybe because we've been working on the Gaff Deck for so many years, but I think, and maybe it's just because I'm literally just from post coitus of the reaction to the trailer and stuff as well. But like, I kind of prefer Fuel than being straight with people.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be a knockout, and it's a knockout just because it's such a practical method. Even in the trailer, that you kind of tease a means of doing it, which very visual. It's funny, one of those tricks that when you see the explanation, it could be more impressive than the trick itself because you see the action of the thing happening. And man, fucking that no switch, I think, is a nice fucking sort of, it's a way of telling people, okay, yeah, you could do this without the need for this traditional method, which might be something that people would be apprehensive about. Because there's always that bit where you have to, okay, here's this, you do the move, then you have to introduce this, you have to switch it, and then, go to the conclusion. Whereas this is just take it out, bam, there it is. And it's such a visceral effect, man. Fuck. It's the first time I saw it when you showed me that trailer, and really knocked me back.
Ah, sweet. Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, it was just I did the whole trailer in one day, which isn't like a bragging thing, because was it Atomic Deck was a 4-hour trailer, I think, from start to finish, or 6 hours, and then Quantum Deck took me like an hour. But I always know, like, if it's the hardest trailers to ever edit are ones without your own footage, and it wasn't my footage. It was Craig and George's footage, apart from like some talking heads from me. But I always know if I've got a good trick given to me to work on, and I it's like arrogant to say because it's me and Craig's trick, but I know it's a good trick. I can say that without any ego. I always know the entire trailer before it's gonna be done. I know that I can just like do it in a day and finish it. Like, and it's always the tricks that like, unless it's like an eclectic big project, like Sucker Punch was hard to edit because it was just so much footage. None of it was mine, apart from like the bits that I added. So that's hard. But yeah, I always know it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a hit anyway. I don't really give a fuck if it's a hit. It's just such a good trick to have.
Oh yeah.
No,
I genuinely think it could be in contention for trick of the year. I really do believe that. Like, I really, really do believe. But
I just don't care. I just don't care because it's like we're so fucking lucky that we get to have this trick. Do it. That's it. Like, I get to fucking do this trick every day of my life.
Which is where it came from. You and I wanted to do this classic trick that we weren't able to do, and now we can. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
I think it's also relatively easy to do, as far as like the handlings. I imagine you guys are gonna go over are fucking endless. I'm sure, knowing your two brains.
I don't think I'm not on the tutorial. Obviously, if when people buy it from Fourth Floor, they'll get the Intel video from me. All probably Craig for to jump on.
Yeah, I'll be there on there as well. Yeah. Talking about tricks, by the way, I just have to give a shout out to Pig Cake. I filmed a review show yesterday with Ryland, and we were quite late to the game for one of the tricks. We finally got around to reviewing Transfer by James Keeley and Chris James and Jack Magic, and obviously your boy Pig Cake did the tutorial, and it was one of the best tutorials I've ever seen. You are so fucking good. Genuinely, you are so good at explaining shit. Like, more people need to see that, because Transfer, we gave it a great review. It's a fucking awesome trick. I've got it over there. I'm definitely going to be doing it. Ryland's going to be doing it, but fuck me, The tutorial was next level, man. It really was.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Wow.
It's a great trick to begin with. I think James Keatley, who was there at Jack Magic, repping Jack Magic at the Magic Con, dude, his thinking is, this is a simple trick. Granted, transfer and merge and surge and all these other ones are simple concepts, but nobody's done them before. Merge, right? Merge, I think, is the there was one pack that was like all of them, but they had surge, which is the chip expanding. You also had I forgot the other ones, the name of them, but immaculate thinking behind them. And fuck the shit that he was demoing at the convention with the coin through glass in their hand. Did you guys see that?
Oh, yeah. It's the opening trick of my first dealer's vlog.
He's so fucking good. He really is. He's so good.
Gave me some shit. They gave me Quadra that I think I need to do some shit with. But fucking next level thing. But I'm glad you enjoyed those. Those were really, really fun to come up with. Like, there's like a visual handling that I thought was fucking a little bit clever on your boy's end. I'm trying to remember if that was that particular project. There was one the shrinking one. Oh god, if you haven't seen that one, not to suck my own dick, but there's
can you explain to everyone, because I think from this I know what the effect is. I think I filmed the trailer. Did I film the trailer?
So transfer.
But can you explain to everyone what it is?
If I remember correctly, it's you show a credit card, 2 credit cards rather, and the chip from one jumps onto the other very visually, right? So the sort of tap chip jumps from one to the other. So now the other one has 2. But he also includes a lot of little cute like things with each sort of version of it. He had a trick called Surge where the chip expands. Then you could remove it. There's little bits. There's one that he had where it's like a Monty. That was, I think, one of the good sort of hero tricks from the project, where you do a Monty with a couple credit cards. They're all credit card tricks, which is great because you put them in your wallet. And anytime somebody says, "Hey, man, can you show me something?" You go, "Well, I just so happen to have the thing," and you could do them. But the one that I think the handling that I was the happiest or most proud of was a shrinking card. That you take a black card, you're holding for the modus to happen, you're holding a stack of your credit cards, and you have a black credit card, and just you do a little shake and it turns small, so it turns into a little mini credit card. I don't think that was in that project, but I was very happy with the handling on that, just because it cleans up very well. But fucking tremendous work on their end. I love Chris James. I love James Keatley. And anytime they put their name to something, you know that it's going to be practical and it's going to be fucking solid. So they're really fucking great at that. I was just talking to them yesterday about miscellaneous shit that were just, dude, if you scroll through the Magicians Only on Facebook, you get an aneurysm. You get like a little fucking vein that just pops out here from the stupidity, and we're just talking about that. But fucking immaculate guys, and it's great to have them in the convention.
Yeah, I love both those guys. Speaking of the convention, go on.
No, I was just gonna say Chris James just put out that Sparrow wallet, which is fucking. He showed that to me like
Chris James.
Yeah,
the Sparrow wallet. Yeah, it's amazing.
It's fucking like everyone had one at Magic Live, man. Everyone had one. If you haven't seen it, imagine taking a piece of leather and it's cut to look like imagine taking one side off a dice or die and laying it out. So it's like a piece of leather that looks like a plus symbol, and it can and basically when you fold it up, it creates a simple wallet. And you can imagine folding it like that. Simple. It's really, really straightforward. But it becomes a quiver, essentially. A quiver, but not only that, due to its design, and this is the bit that fucked me up in Magic Live when they showed when the Jay, I think it's Jay Wang from TCC showed it to me. Not only can you visibly change objects or invisibly change objects and switch them, but also you can steal at exactly the same time. But the steal is fluent. It's fucking invisible, because I literally didn't know he stole it. And what's lovely about the design, though, on top of all that, is that so you could place, for example, 4 copper coins in there. They changed to 4 silver coins, and and you could obviously steal out the copper coins as you're switching them too. But the gorgeous thing about all of that is that you pop the button and it folds flat out. So you show, look, this is my wallet. Well, the wallet, I fold it up, makes a wallet. Cool. I can do this. I can change things, or you can just load it, or whatever you want to do. And then it's like people say Quiver is fully examinable. And it is. And I did see somebody post on Magicians Only that their Quiver kept being accidentally opened the wrong way. And I have heard stories of that in the past. This actually is 100 examinable because the design is so clever. The design itself is the method. So when it's splayed flat, completely unfolded, there actually isn't anything to find. There's no secret flaps. There's no hidden doors. It is just the design that has a secret built-in switching compartment and a stealing exit area, an entry area. But you can never find things. So it's one of those props which is very rare, in which that it can do multiple things. It looks cool. It's like a really interesting leather, well-made wallet. But on top of everything that it does, there actually isn't a gimmick, which turns that from what would have been if it did all of that, but it couldn't be examined, it'd be like 7.5 out of 10, right? But there's nothing to find. Like there actually isn't. You're not stealing the gimmick out. There actually isn't a gimmick, which makes it 10 out of 10 for me because I love Magic. Where most stuff that I perform, I like to end guilt free. So I like to end in the cleanest manner possible. And that normally means that it's the new Acme hole. Right, I open my lecture. I talk, but the main theme of the Docs Per lecture is to be left clean as far ahead in time as possible. That is the overall thing. So for me, this is a replacement for Quiver. But it ends completely clean.
Yeah,
very sick, very, very sick. But again, just the thinking, Chris is fucking amazing when it comes to
Sparrow wallet. It's great, and loads of people had it. That's always a great testament to an effect is when people are using it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I fucking, bro, you take out a coin purse, man, and I want to think of just every single way to do every fucking possible wrestling move in my little brain on you. If you ever bust out like, here's my coin purse, could you examine my Morgan silver and I know, Craig, you're a big coin guy and you have your little flipping. I don't know, it just seems, especially here in the States, if I see a guy and he goes, oh, here, let me just remove my coin purse here for a sec, could you just examine my coins, please? Perfect. Okay, let me just lay them out in a little. Okay, perfect. Can everyone see this? Wonderful. All right, see? Look, they jump. Fuck. Fuck. I fucked it up. I slimed it.
Slimed yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. That was good, though. Do it again. You fucking zinc. Let me see that shit again.
My little...
Big kicks doing a chewing gum matrix, which is pretty cool.
I'm doing my favorite name, which is Chinka Chink. Wait, hold up. There you go. Right, look at that.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Let's ignore that one.
That was good. Speaking of Matrix, Brandon Ellis crushed it. My uncle Tony had never been to a Magic convention. I think it was one of the most visual tricks done at the convention was Brandon Ellis's in his Magic mixtape. My uncle Tony loved that section. And I want to bring up this question, which has been going through my head. So we have a big issue for next year, and this is not a bullshit like we do have a big issue for next year, which is how the fuck do we top the lecturers and performers next year? Because we kind of used some favors and pulled out some massive hitters.
Yeah, we did.
I don't know who we like. Kieran Johnson ending the convention. Any Magic convention that had that act end it for them would, and I know we're biased, but we're so lucky we've been to fucking almost all of them. The last 20 years, there's hardly a Magic convention we ain't been to, or if we ain't been to it, ain't worth going to it. We fucking been them all. That was, and I can say it unabashed. That was because I wasn't doing it right. I wasn't active. It was the best end to a Magic convention I've ever seen because it completely encapsulated the entire the
Not only
entire
did it
event.
encapsulate the entire event, a lot of people hadn't seen Kieran perform live.
Yeah, it's not just a magic
He's
show.
kind
it's
of been
everything.
focusing on performing for the last few years, so a lot of people in that audience maybe didn't even know him unless they were talking
Past
to.
member of one of the biggest shows in the UK,
I know.
the official greatest show, but in London.
Exactly, but in
The
Magic,
stage.
yeah. But I think a lot of people didn't see his show. They didn't know what to expect. They didn't know what was coming. We raved about it, but I don't think they realized just how good it was going to be. So there was
No.
that, and there was the fact that it was utterly chaotic. It was and it was also an ending that would only really work at the Magic Con. Like that sort of chaotic energy. Maybe a late night show at Blackpool, but
And it working like it's akin to Beat the Wand, but with organized chaos that only one person in the world can do all that. Nobody else in the world can do all that. Simple as.
Well, this is how good Kieran is. I just need to point this out. Ben Williams was there on the Saturday night in the gala show. He came for the Sunday to do his. He was fucking amazing, but he came to the Sunday morning to do his lecture. I was the first person in line to buy a lecture pack, by the way, because it was fucking such a good lecture. But it was his birthday.
Relabeled life, and it made
He
my
was
life.
hanging with family. He was just he was doing us a massive favor. And when Kieran and then he left after his lecture because he had shit to do, he was with his family. But he came back in the evening to watch Kieran perform. Like that tells you everything. Like Ben Williams, as big as he is, and his show was fucking incredible in its own right.
Ed
Came back because he wanted to see Kieran. Yeah, and afterwards he came up to me and he went, "Oh, I've learned so much just from watching that performance." And anybody in that room, that I learned so much from watching Kieran perform. I was like, "Oh my God, you're not as good as you think you are."
Aside from we had Ben Williams do a gala show. We had fucking Dynamo do the gala show. You don't get a bigger magician in the UK or possibly the world at the minute than Dynamo. He's about to have a massive, I can't say what it is, a massive fucking TV show hit in a couple of months on the screen over a few very big days in the calendar. He's going to be every few years Dynamo just fucking explodes on the screen. He was in our gala show, didn't even tell us he was coming. Just turned up and fucking did the gala show. Mark Bennett, who's the best compere you could, and he did. So that was year one. Fucking Mark Bennett, Kieran fucking Johnson, Dynamo, Ben Williams, one-man show, which I've been hearing about for years off different people, and then God, which is Mark Elston. It's just God, right? And I had a 20-minute conversation with him, so I had to drop him back to the hotel this year. So that was a big fear of mine and overcome. And Pete Turner, and then the Magic Mixtape with Brandon Ellis, with Fred, with Rich, with Darren. Like, I'm not joking. The issue that we have, like, we can't, like, for example, we can't get a bigger magician in the UK than Dynamo on the stage. So we can't top Dynamo, right? We can't get a bigger name, I don't think, to perform the gala show. So the other thing is, literally not another Kieran Johnson in the world that can do the crazy show that he did.
The other thing is
at a professional level. So we can't beat that. We got to pick them because we love them. We think they're the best. We had our favorite fucking magicians lecture. So if we can't get magicians that we love more than we did, we can't get a better ending than we did, and we can't get a literal more famous magician. Well, in the UK at least, how do we top it?
We got to start blowing people. We got to start doing favors and all for us.
Grind on.
Have to
the
fucking
other thing is, you have to be a certain type of performer to work at the Magic Con as well. Like, I think the reason those names work, it's not a traditional magic convention. Like,
no, there's loads of audience interaction during the lectures, which was funny, which was like just calling out like abuse and taking the piss, which was perfect. It was just made it easy going.
One of the little things that I loved that, like, we never even discussed, but it just happened at the convention that made a difference, I think, how every lecturer had entrance music. Normally at a convention,
Yeah.
right? It's the 10
I
o'clock.
picked it up.
Please welcome Lloyd Barnes. But at this convention, everybody was coming down to like a fucking wrestling intro. It was just,
Yeah.
it was fucking great.
I really wanted to do that for us, so I picked the music and had like a key turnaround Back in Black just to start off, and it just gives it a buzz. We started the convention with Sabotage by the Beastie Boys. It was
Yeah,
fucking. You had All American. What's it called? By
Real
Rock, and then
American
you
by
ripped-
Rick Garinger.
Yeah, but then you fucking ripped your t-shirt off like that into the to start your lecture. It was just give it a vibe. I had Baba O'Reilly for the fucking Who.
Yeah.
Actually, what do you have, Craig? What picks for you?
I don't remember. It was all a blur. I was the first lecturer, and I was just focusing on not being shit. That was
You
my plan.
smashed it. It was so, and the stuff you did with the chain and the coins. Still, my eyes are fucking stinging from how visual that stuff was.
No, thanks.
It was, but yeah. So, dude, honestly, I don't know. We basically like called in the calls on the favors and got them in.
Oh, don't
and
worry.
we don't have any favors
in
left.
my pocket. But yeah, you're right. We need to.
If each of you could pick one lecture, dream lecture, now, I think within reason, right? Like you wouldn't invite someone like Hella to come to the Magic Convention, mainly because, I think he probably has I think he definitely has a sense of humor. He has to be with Penn, but there is a certain. Ben Williams changed the
Gravitas.
balloon into a penis. on
You know who I
stage,
think
so-
would be an incredible lecturer, who I think I could call in a favor and would do it,
Actually, type it in the window because we don't give any spoilers away yet.
and somebody who I know would do it and would also destroy the gala show. And I could get this guy. I know.
But
change 'em.
also, if we don't like this person and but you've already said it. Oh shit! Fuck. Do you actually know this guy?
Yeah, really well.
Do you? He's like a genius.
Yeah, like
What the fuck?
really well. Like
Okay. Pick type a
cool,
name in.
Type a name in like somebody who I would enjoy
lecture.
watching.
Yeah.
Fuck.
See, it's hard. It's fucking.
Yeah, like a dream lecture.
somebody else who I think would do it for us.
Hmm.
Somebody who would do it for us. I don't have as much a relationship with him, but I have got a relationship. Somebody else who I think would fit the Magic Con perfectly, and somebody who I think could provide the same energy as Kieran Johnson. You say there's no more Kieran Johnson. I think that this person I could guess.
Oh shit.
There's no
Yeah,
way
that'd
you
be.
get that person.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Wow.
There's
In
no
fact,
way.
I'm doing something with him without giving too much away. I'm doing something with him around about Christmas time in Columbus.
Wow.
Shit. I put Ted K, by the way, in the chat.
Yeah.
That's the joke. I
Yeah.
put
Yeah.
Ted Carmilovich in
A
the
good
chat.
bit.
Who I mentioned. Carmilovich, who I.
So those are my
I-
two names off the top of my head that I think we could realistically guess.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you for shitting down
Wow.
my name. I could
Pet
dress up as him.
Karmelovich, though. I don't think we can get him picking because there's a slight problem with that.
I could dress up as him. I could dress up.
Oh,
My one of the funniest things at the convention was when Pig takes lecture when he does a fucking trick inspired by Ted Karmolovich.
Yeah. It's a good trick.
Yeah.
It's a fucking great trick, too. That's the worst
It's a
part.
great trick. The fuck me.
Sold your soul.
Rich Relish showed me his that he was setting up the cards for 17 and a half. I should have called it 15. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna name it.
And then
15.
and then attack the judge. Do you know that? Did you know that about apparently after the sentence was read out for Ted Karmilovich, he went to attack the judge.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Who was it? Oh, okay, yeah, Peter. I think. had a
Yeah, I
little
don't know
bit-
who told us.
He had a little bit of insight. What the fuck is encryption? Why? Okay, sorry. No, I'm just getting things popping up in the background. But I think the next lecture or set could be great. Despite this worry that you have now of not having be able to top it, I definitely think you're going to be able to top it. I think by next year, certain things
I
have been
don't think
learned.
we can. I genuinely don't think we can.
Well, you're guaranteed 3 amazing lectures, right? Bam, Craig Petty. Bam, Lloyd Barnes. Bam, Pig Cake. Okay, so you're
We
guaranteed.
should do something different this year. We should do something different though.
Oh, of course, yeah, yeah.
Or just like a new lecture. But yeah, I mean, also, I think if you genuinely ask, I think for you it would be good because not you haven't done much lecturing, so people haven't seen a whole lot of your work per se. So I think we got to definitely stick you on the bill without a
Well, I
question.
got
of a
one.
doubt. And we got to get our money's worth out of you as well.
Yeah, of course. I got
Um,
a big one coming up, which I think I just signed the little contract for.
Did you? You didn't even fucking run it past full floor?
Wow, my bad. Yeah, you're right. As my employer, as my one of my
Type it in the
as an
window.
employee.
You piece of dog shit.
Well, this one I
Mind you, we
just,
still have the app, which people are going to lose their shit over.
Holy shit!
yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
exactly.
I thought you meant a trick release. I thought you meant a product release.
Oh no!
You just signed
my
you just signed the
dude.
contract for that.
Yeah. So I don't wanna
Oh
mention it.
fuck, mate, that's huge.
know.
I've only like as in 4 days ago signed the contract for that, and I've been trying to do
Oh,
it like
really?
my whole life. Yeah, well done,
Fuck me. When is yours?
well done. September,
Okay.
19th or 18th.
Well done,
Mine's in
boys.
Feb.
I mean, I've done that 3 times, but good for
You're
you.
also
Oh,
3
wow.
times our age, you old crusty cunt.
Oh shit. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna shake the hand once again of my friend David Penn. I'm gonna go and shake his hand once again
David
because we're
Penn
friends
turned
now.
up. What the fuck? That was class.
You know what was crazy? People that were turning up just as people that were like David Penn, James fucking Brown.
Yeah.
James Brown was there just sectioning
James
with
Brown.
people.
I love
What
James
What
the
an amazing guy.
fuck? Dynamo. Like all these people just turning up as guests that are like fucking gods in magic.
Yeah, if I ever ran a convention, bro, my guess would be fucking what? I'd get Jan Rubin in there. I'd get Jim Pace. I'd get Ted Carey.
I get a phone call from Ron Jeremy in prison.
Here we have
Hey.
Rachel.
Hey, do you do blowjobs? Do you do blowjays?
Yeah, James Randy coming up. Do you do blowjobs? Do you do blowjobs? Come on,
Oh.
suck my dick. Could you suck my dick? Could you play with my boss? Could you play with my boss?
I don't think
Oh.
anyone does a better impression of him.
Immaculate. It's immaculate.
Yeah, dude, he's gonna show up and fucking gargle some potentially underage balls. But no, I think you could definitely fucking top it. If not top it, then improve it. Just as
When are you doing
little
your
bits of
thingy
fun.
at that place, Pig Cake?
February, so right after Blackpool.
Oh, that's smart.
Oh, nice.
Coming over for Blackpool anyway.
Mhm.
Cool. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I didn't want to. Fuck, because it's always the fucking worst time to show up to fucking England because I don't have any clothes for Blackpool, so I have to come through. And I think for that I have to get a suit, which I'm not a suit guy.
I didn't
So-
get
No,
a
you
suit
don't.
when I did it.
I didn't fucking. I didn't fucking.
I
wear a
did
suit.
jeans and a t-shirt and a checkered shirt. Okay.
Okay, all right, then I'll just show up in a wife beater and fucking
Yeah.
basketball shorts like a
Yeah,
fucking
It'll be fine.
black.
Dude, just
I was
make
gonna say.
one trick. Make one trick that uses a basketball shirt, and therefore that is your
Yeah.
attire. This is your
Well,
costume.
I'm gonna rip my shirt off. I'm gonna come down and request it once again. That's gonna be my bit. What I wanted to do, which would be a sort of I think only Craig might get this, but there was a wrestler in the fucking 90s in Japan, Onita. I don't know if you know him.
Yep.
Oh yes,
he
I'm very
fucking-
familiar.
Oh, cool. Yeah, but he comes down he comes down wearing like a leather jacket, puts a chair down in the ramp, fucking lights up a cigarette. People are throwing trash at him because he's hated, and he's just there fucking taking it all in. I want to do that, but that'd be a deep cut. A lot more people know Hulk Hogan than Atsushi Onita. So yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. That was
Yeah.
my
Or
my
you
thought
could come
process.
in dressed like Rikishi or something, which would be funny.
Yeah, that would have been crazy with my fucking cheeks double cheeked up. That would have been great for the James Randy bit, right? Do you do blowjobs? And I'm there with the fucking ready to take his fucking 3-inch wiener. But definitely, I can't wait. I can't wait for next year. I think if we start, because I want to be an active part of the work for that. I think that if
You
we
are.
start massaging balls now, I think by then we could definitely have something special.
I think the first thing we need to do is send a questionnaire out to all the attendees on a few different questions. Make sure the dates can work. Asked them for certain things. Like we mentioned, there was no. I mean, the town center was literally. I think it's to get to the first like pizza shop. It's 4 minutes direct walk. But some people couldn't make it for whatever reason, or didn't want to go that far. They wanted to stay in the convention. Also, we didn't have a lot of time. We didn't have a 2-hour break at any point for lunch. Everything was broken up into 1-hour slots. So
Yeah.
we mentioned like a catering van could be an option for next year, which we said, look, but that's going to cost. So if you all decide you want a catering van, like it'll be done through democracy, you'll vote on it, and then we'll just have to book it for the 2 days and then just split that difference. It's a non-profit convention, so we're not going to be making money at this shit. All the decisions can be made by everybody. Whatever the majority want, the majority will get. But like we didn't even do like we had the option to make merch for this convention because the guy who did all the roller banners and everything, he was ready on hand to make t-shirts. And I said no, because I don't want people to think we want to get profit from this. I don't want them to think we're selling. And then the biggest complaint of the weekend, or the complaint, was there was no merch. So we'll supply merch this year, but we won't be charging double the price of what it costs to make. It'll just be the cost to make, probably like a couple of quid each on top, or if that, fucking nothing. Who gives a shit? So yeah, but whatever. If people want more things and they're gonna cost more, like a catering van, or I don't know, like if they want to get like a certain, if people are like, hey, there's this new act from America, but they want like a $5,000 booking fee or some shit, we'll try and get them for everyone, but it'll have to, the price will be paid, you know. But yeah, the dates, because we did it in the middle of the school holidays. Would people prefer them to be like 2 weeks before? Because this year we couldn't do it 2 weeks before because they were renovating the theater.
No. Yeah.
Finding a spot for the night before, a lot of people went. Well, I mean, it kind of worked out. We just like massed at a bar, but it could be that we designate a bar to go to and we maybe close it off for everyone. Just stuff like that. I think we need to send out a questionnaire. In the questionnaire, to name 3 magicians they love to see lecture, because that kind of does the hard work for us. If the collective conscious picks out some great names as well that we can get.
In pace. I drank
And
all
then
of
do
their
that.
Budweiser, by the way. I drank all of their Budweiser, that bar. Nobody drank it because nobody likes that beer over there. And I think Saturday, I had maybe 9.
It's not beer, Pig King. It's
had
not
10.
classed as beer in this country.
Well, to me it is very filling. I still have the beer belly that I got to work out, that I'm fucking getting rid of.
Yeah, that's why no one drinks Budweiser, because it gets you bloated, but it doesn't get you drunk because it's weak.
Dude, I was sober as shit. I thought I would be demolished, but no, at no point in that convention was I.
That's why people.
remotely
That's
hammered.
literally. There's 2 drinks you don't drink in the UK. You don't go near them. You don't go near Budweiser. You don't go near Foster's. Don't touch them.
Okay.
It's not because people are like, oh, it's American and Foster is Australian. No, it's because they get you really bloated and they don't get you drunk.
Well, we're talking about Guinness with Mark Elsden, and he was very adamant about it not being, with Darren Close, and he said it's not legitimate if it's not from fucking, Ireland.
Was he drinking it from a can?
No, because, well, first of all, yeah, it'd be ghetto as shit if I'm just sipping on Guinness from a can. But because it's not authentic, it needs to be authentic from it, which I just think, whatever, it's all the same island. I know, I'm generalizing, but fuck you guys. All right, you're the United Kingdom, whatever. Why is there 2 Irelands? Why is there Wales? At the very least, when you look at the States, we have Canada, that's the size of the planet. We have South America, we have fucking Central. There's like a good reason why everything's split. Meanwhile, you fuckers, it's all within what you guys say, that Scotland is 2 hours away from the convention. That was something that was a recurring
2.5
joke.
hours to Gretna Green. Someone was like, well, it is like 2.5 hours to Gretna Green, which is the border town where Paley's family's from.
Yeah. And you can literally, from there, you can literally be in Wales in about 45 minutes to an hour. Mid Wales,
train.
South Wales or North Wales, but you can be in Mid Wales in about 45 minutes.
Fuck me, man. Shout out to Darren for saving me, because navigating from London to Rugeley was like trying to have sex with a rock. Like, it's just trying to fucking mount a
I'm
rock.
surprised there was no flights to Birmingham from Miami or Florida. Let me scan it.
Why in the bluest-
Fucking hell, what happened to where I was?
Why? Why would anybody
Speaking
go
about
from
boobs,
Miami
by the
to
way,
Birmingham?
Yeah.
because Birmingham's where you were.
Yeah, but from Miami to Birmingham,
For
I rather
convention.
like Could you imagine if there's a direct flight? First of all, it'd be a single fucking propeller. It'd be like a propeller plane, and it wouldn't be official. I'd have to buy the tickets on fucking AliExpress in order to get from Miami to fucking Birmingham on a plane. Fuck me, dude. That was my my first.
Birmingham's a pretty big airport. But yeah.
I was
Sticking to booze, by the way, guys. I'm 5 years sober today.
Lloyd, congratulations, man. Congratulations. I've only ever known you sober because we met shortly. If you remember, we met because I wanted to do an interview with you, and it was quite early into your career at Murphy's. And you told me at the time you'd just gone sober. It was literally. So I've only ever known you as being sober. You've told me the stories about what you got up to in previous years, but I've only known you as sober, Lloyd.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
Like-
Yeah, I was a fucking scoundrel when I was a drinker. I just fucking loved it.
It's better, dude. It's better, man. Fuck me, dude. There's no need for liquor. It's the worst.
My problem was I never got in trouble drinking. I always had so much fun, and I didn't ever want it to end. That I think that's like the worst type of because some people will go out drinking and they'll get arrested, and it's like, oh, that's enough for me. I've had my fun. You know, a lot of people just stop because a lot of people go out and they do stupid shit when they're drunk and get in trouble. I never really had that. It was just more like just getting naked and sleeping on benches or in the gutter and just trying to keep going like that. So I never really argued with anyone. Just basically like Dirty Sanchez was how I used to drink. You know, like remember that version of Jackass? That's what I wanted to be when I was growing up, and I'm an idiot.
Dirty. Do you know what a Dirty Sanchez is?
Yeah, but remember the
Yeah.
TV show Dirty Sanchez?
Yeah, no, I don't know the show. I'm familiar with the sex movie.
MTV show.
No idea.
It was the Welsh version of Jackass. They were just a bit like more crazy, like they
So-
cut like their finger off and stuff with a cigar cutter and shit.
Oh,
Yeah, they were fucking.
Yeah.
They would prank each other. Like what the main guy got, I love the other guy's name tattooed on his dick, and then the other one's like, "I'm gonna get you back," and then they would like just I don't know. Anyway,
Isn't it great to do all
5
that
years
for
sober,
no
5
fun?
years sober. It's
Yeah,
cool.
proud of you, man. Proud of
Amazing,
you.
man.
That's
That's
fucking great.
amazing.
That's a solid one, especially with
It's
the.
like a flight.
Does it exist?
Yeah, but it's a connecting flight. It's 12 hours from Miami to Birmingham, and you connected.
Yeah,
flights.
no, dude. The train is
12 hours
easier.
total. No, it wouldn't be. I don't think it is easy for you. I think that one connecting spot, so you just literally transfer into the different terminal, and then you're literally at the convention. No
I
fucking
did
3 hour
that.
trains.
Yeah, but I used to do that, and let me tell you, that plane from Heathrow to Birmingham. I remember. I was speaking of being sober.
No,
I
it's
was
from
not sober.
France to Birmingham, so it'd be a normal plane. It's from Paris.
Oh, okay. Because I did the one that was like 40 minutes from Heathrow to fucking to Birmingham, and it was like.
Oh no,
fucking-
this is from Frankfurt.
Oh, okay.
Birmingham.
All right. That's the first time I went to England. I went to Heathrow, then from there I went to fucking. Oh no, never mind. It was Manchester. Manchester. I'm an idiot. I'm generalizing because you guys are all from the same
Same
fucking
place.
island.
Okay.
So it was from Heathrow to Manchester. It was 45 minutes, and it was the equivalent of driving a Greyhound bus in the air. It was just rickety. I made friends, which is why the only reason I didn't pay attention to the fact the plane was like, it dipped down like 100 feet, and then it went back up, and then it just kept doing that the entire way. It was great. It was a wonderful experience. But no, the train's all right. It wasn't that bad, to be fair. It was just getting from Birmingham to Rugeley because they canceled the trains because of fucking miscellaneous stupidity. From fucking London, from Peter's house to London, somebody had stolen the train signals and they delayed the trains. If somebody spits on the track, they delay the trains. Fuck me, dude. The amount of like, hi, am I allowed to get on this train? Yeah, just do it. Yeah, just get on it. Fuck. There seems to be a very like attitude over there. And while I'm trying to make my flight to back to beaches and bitches and losing cables, of which by the way I just found here in a bag that I've never put them in. On the way back here, I wanted to make sure that I was guaranteed. What the fuck? There was something I want to mention too, by the way, that was magic related. Somebody sent me a video of a person breaking the record for the most sunglasses magically lifted up. I don't know if you saw this.
I did. It's the most dumb fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
I'm gonna make a video about it. I'm trying to. I don't know where the fuck.
So yeah,
Lloyd,
Lloyd, if you don't know about this, or if anybody's listening who don't know about this, basically there's this guy that's applied to be a world record holder, and the world record that he's trying to set, because nobody else has got this fucking record, is the amount of times that he can use his mind powers to flip a pair of sunglasses over. And the method he's using is loops, ties, of course.
Eyes.
And he's it's so funny because there's this guy holding fucking 1,000 fucking pairs of sunglasses, and he's just putting them down, and he's just doing this because he's wanting to set a good record. He's not doing any presentation about it. He's going,
I found it.
It's just lifting both hands up in the air, and it is so dumb as fuck. It's completely giving away how the trick's done, because you do it once and you put some theater into it. I've actually done this trick tons of times, where you borrow someone's glasses and you make them flip over. I think it's one of the best uses of ties that you can actually have. I think it's amazing. This is just completely fucking ruining the trick. It's a best case scenario. People are looking at it and going, well, obviously he's not using his mind. It's obviously just, it's something to do with this action because he's doing it again and again and again. It's just shit. I think this about so many fucking world records, though.
Who's the guy doing it?
I don't know.
Someone from Bradford.
But I think this about all of these world records, that I'm going to perform the most magic tricks in 60 seconds. And he's just got a fucking table lined up with all of the Tenyo tricks. Every Tenyo trick. Every single fucking kids entertainer trick. And it's like, look, handkerchiefs, gone. Look, hand, chop. Look, card. And it's just like...
As a kid, though, I used to watch a lot of those things. And I do think that the most magic tricks in 60 seconds was really... when I remember being younger and seeing some magicians doing that, and it really lit a spark. It was super interesting. But doing the same one 1,000 times does...
There's two Japanese guys that do it, and I think it's such a funny presentation on from the 90s or maybe mid 2000s, that this guy's doing as many magic tricks as possible in 4 minutes, and he does it.
Yeah,
very
I'm not against that. I think it could be quite cool, especially if it's well constructed and is really normally ultra visual too, and it's a really great way to hook people into magic. If you're just lifting glasses 1,000 times, it'd be really difficult to
look at the video.
I
linked it. I linked the article, and I linked the Guinness record. And Craig, to correct you, it's even more retarded than what you just said. He has 2 pairs of sunglasses that his buddy keeps exchanging as he's
not even 3.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you see the video,
yeah, that record is going to be so easy to break. Just go on Alibaba, buy 1,000 pair of sunglasses, and just go down the line and just smash that fucking record instead of him.
Yeah, handing it to you in 42.
It's just not. The problem is, it's just not magic.
Yeah, but it's retarded. I just found it funny because I think I saw the post on Facebook where the guy's like, "Hey guys, I just wanted to say thank you for this world record that I broke, where I used my mind stage illusion, mind control, in order to levitate these glasses. Thank you guys. It was so difficult." You have to be inbred. Your parents have to be fucking related for you to go, you know what? Fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah, dude. You fucking killed a dog with your fucking mind illusion. Did you see it, Lloyd?
I'm watching different videos now. I'm watching a Ninja Turtles video real quick.
Oh, great. Okay. Can we show it? Is that possible in the fucking auspices of the fucking Magic podcast? I linked it
the
in
Ninja Turtle video? Yeah, I can link it.
No, you fucking whopper. It's Facebook.
I'm not connected on this laptop to Facebook. So is the first link got a video of it as well?
No, let me see if I could actually find one. I know this is riveting television, but Sun World Records.
By the way, if anybody ever wants to see a really good version of a Guinness World Record that's equally good but also hilarious, go check out Hans Klock when he set the world record for the amount of stage illusions that you can perform in, I think, 5 minutes. And he's basically got the biggest theater in the world. He's set up every single illusion that he's got, and he's just fucking making girls appear over and over again. It's just, but he's trying to break this fucking record, and the entire way through, he's making sure his hair is wafting in the wind and everything as well. He's staying off that motherfucker's like, yeah, I'm gonna beat a record, but at the same time, I'm gonna be hands fucking clock about it as well. Which was
So hot. Fucking chest hair. I can't find the actual that video. That's not on Facebook, so that's the shitty part. But you could just look it up by looking sunglasses world record magic trick, and it's
Yeah, dumb as fuck. If you put dumb as fuck in, and you'll definitely find it.
it's the eye equivalent of getting fucking farted on in a
Have-
church.
Has anybody seen? There is a video here I can link because it's not on Facebook. Has anybody seen the new fucking Kyle Purnell trick, Crossfade?
Which is that one?
It's
so.
dude. I have this fooled the shit. Kyle Purnell is amazing. Can we all agree with that? That Kyle Purnell is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't done this for a while, where we kind of look at a new trick and talk about what we think. Can I play a
I found
trailer?
the trailer. Yeah, do it.
I'm gonna put it up on the screen so that the people at home can see it. I love Kyle. I have never been so fooled in my life. Neither one of you two have seen it, no?
I don't know.
No, I both played the trailer. I mean, I have seen it, but I don't think.
I'm just about to play it. You ready?
Yes.
It's almost going in and out of reality until you get the entire card. That's what I'm talking about. Come on. Oh, you doing? Oh my goodness, everybody! Oh, it's a love fest. I love it. All right. I love magic that is easy to explain. So there I was, cards in hand, working on something crazy, and then suddenly my brain did that thing. How can I create the most visual vanish of a card trapped between two others? And then it hit the method. A card appears, then disappears. That's a pretty solid plot. Here's what happens. You have someone pick a card, and then you have them sign it. Then you take their card and lose it right in the middle of the deck. Completely gone. Buried. Forgotten. Now you bring out two kings, and then something starts to happen. Slowly, visually, almost like we're watching a magic trick in a very expensive movie. Their card begins to appear between the two kings, and it keeps coming until finally, there it is, their signed card. Come on with it, come on. That's what I'm talking about. But this is what I mean, man. This is where we're getting started. Then you vanish it. You vanish it just as visually as it appeared. Now you tell them their card teleported to your back pocket. You reach into your back pocket, and here's the twist. It's not their card. It's the two kings. The exact two kings you were just holding. What? Which means over here, what happened? The signed card has somehow traveled back to the hand that was holding the two kings the entire time. Basically, it's a kickback transpo, but one that's been built to absolutely weaponize their expectations. Oh wait, those are the two kings, which means back here where the kings just were would have to be Kim Wyatt's card. Keep that as a little gift from me to you. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate your time. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. You don't have to spend the next 5 years learning impossible sleight of hand. The gimmick does all the heavy lifting, so you get to focus on the part that's actually fun, watching people's faces completely short circuit. Even better, this isn't just one trick. You'll learn multiple routines that let you make cards appear and disappear in ways that feel like real movie special effects happening in your hands. It's visual, it's practical, it's ridiculously satisfying. And fair warning, you may find yourself performing it in front of the mirror just because it looks so darn good. But don't worry, we've all been there.
How good does that look?
Oh, yeah.
I think
Yeah,
I
actually-
think he showed it to me at Magic Live, and he said it was. I think, and I might be wrong. I think he said it was inspired by my slow-mo sandwich trick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, me, Garcia, Kyle Purnell were chatting, and because then Garcia showed a sick sandwich trick as well after that. And I think he did. Maybe my mind's frazzled, but he was like, "Oh no, this is inspired, or this look is like your slow mo sandwich," because the visual is the same as the visual part is the same. That ending is so clever though. Fuck.
Yeah, that's really
ending.
nice. I like that the routine as a whole. Because I just it's great. It looks wonderful.
It's really good. I really want to. I have no clue how you. I don't think I've seen that trick of yours. Is it on your Patreon?
No, it was a Big Illusionist release.
Oh, I don't know. I must have
Ooh.
missed it. It was in my.
I think
I
that
bet-
was my
Lloyd.
first ones.
I said Fat Lloyd.
Big fat lesbian Lloyd. Shout out to all my rugby
Fucking-
players.
Yo, that show was, dude. Looking at that YouTube video from like a while ago, just it's a different person. It's unbelievable. But you just come out, you're there, bloated neck, fucking, you got that pussy eating neck, and you're just there like, I had to talk about the controversy of FU2. I'm like, I cannot believe that this is the same person. Like, it's not. It's unbelievable to me.
Yeah, same. I look at those videos. I'm like, what the fuck? I said to Kaylee last night. I said, I full blown judge you as my wife for fucking me. Like, it makes me just believe you genuinely have just super low standards to marry me. Because I looked at that like, that's basically, it's fucking not. It's not human when you look at what I used to look like. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's like
Congrats,
someone
though,
drew.
man.
It just looks like someone fucking scooped up a dead jellyfish and put googly eyes on it.
And then had it shill for.
I decided to turn it into a glowing diorama nightlight.
Okay, that's cool.
Brings
yeah.
the new flashlights and he can fuck in the dark.
No,
Yeah,
no.
fuck
I
yeah,
was trying to find something. I was trying to find because you know what? I reckon there's going to be a lot of people here that have never seen you like you were back in the day in Illusionist.
Fat
You know,
Lloyd. That's the name of the episode, Fat Lloyd.
yeah. But I can't find it on YouTube. It's like you've been wiped from existence.
Hopefully.
Fuck, dude.
And that's all the
such a
sandwich, right?
good
Here's a link
thing,
to the
though.
slow-mo sandwich. God. Okay, this is from
Oh.
11 years ago. And I first released this on my
No.
Odyssey DVD. And then it was re-released. There's a link if you wanna shame me.
That's what I'm looking for. I need to find something like
I've
that.
just put it in the window, in the window.
I got it.
Dude, that wasn't even Maximum
I wasn't
Lloyd.
even
though.
that bad.
Yeah,
This
That
is
wasn't
when he
Max
was the
Lloyd yet.
This is when he was the face of Illusionist. He was the face that ran the place.
well, it was many faces. So let's see here. You're getting you're ripping a card control.
I got it. I
That's,
got it up. I
I
got
don't
it
know why
up.
the fuck I use a mandolin. I used a mandolin back deck for no reason. And now looking at it now, it makes me feel like it was like a special gimmick gaff, but it wasn't.
What's up, everyone? My name is
Sick.
Lloyd Barnes, and you're about to see something that I call the slow-mo sandwich. This is my take on the
Got any
classic
side
sandwich
version?
plot idea. What I've tried to do is take the moment where that card's revealed and slow it right down, so you can visually see the moment that card appears.
a gaff version of that.
So without any further ado, let's check
I
out.
could have done it with a brighter back deck. I don't know why I chose a different deck.
So we've got a regular deck of cards, except the only thing I've done is taken the two red aces, the ace of hearts, and the ace of diamonds, and left them on top of the deck so they can help us in just a moment. But first we need a card selected. So if I just run through, I need to go ahead and say stop anywhere you like. Let's say you stop me right here. You can remember this card, and if you were here, you could sign it. But since you're not, we're going to vary this card back into the center of the deck, so it's about 25, 26 cards down, just lost near the center. And that's where the two red aces come into play. We have the ace of diamonds and the ace of hearts, and together they're going to help us find your card in a really peculiar way. Watch. If I just wave my hand over the aces like this, you may see something start to happen. Look. Watch, one card actually begins to melt into view. Back out again. Before it appears fully the very first time. You can name your card out loud. 10 of clubs. And that's the slow-mo sandwich.
I have never seen that before.
Fully at the end, like everything, it is genuinely a signed card as well. You instantly can give it up.
Why the fuck am I hearing music?
I don't know.
Oh, there you go. Sorry. I thought that the trailer was still playing on Facebook. Yeah, that's fucking molested me. Because how the fuck? If I thought maybe, okay, you're just doing the little thingy, right? You're doing the, everyone's favorite move. But you
Plunger.
fucking see that there's a, a little gap there.
Yeah.
But you didn't look that bad there, Lloyd. You didn't look that
I
bad.
know. Yeah, I know. I hit the.
Don't worry.
Well, I'd only just started working there then. I'd only just started working at Illusionist
I
then,
found
so
visual
life hadn't gone to
representation.
shit.
I found visual representation of the Lloyd that we're talking about. Just a 10-second clip here.
Had to replace it. Return the 6 of hearts to the address found on the box.
There he is.
God damn.
Wow.
That's not a bit bad.
What you will receive is 13 random FU2 Force cards. They're different in every pack. You'll get 13 random cards.
Did working there make you feel a bit ill?
Yeah, dude. That's why I fucking turned to booze.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's it's part of the experience. You're there. Fucking Bratty Daddy is just fucking fun.
It was just
You
a
gotta make
really
it out.
only the last 2 years. It was just a super, super, super toxic environment, and ugh.
I'd be fucking making out with a Jack Daniels bottle every night.
Look, I fucking used to the point. What the fuck?
It's not the same person. It's not the
Oh.
same fucking person.
And that's like a good
And
photo. I
also
said
the-
this to Kate the other day.
Supercut's haircut was also crazy, man.
Yeah, I went bald. I lost all my hair for that. What the fuck?
Oh shit, man. Dude, you look like you do real estate, man.
Yeah, I know. There's actually a lot. If you type in lloydbarnes.com, it is a real estate website. Look at that
Is
photo of
it?
me. Like a fuck. What the fuck, man? Jesus.
You look
Christ.
like a lesbian thumb,
Yeah. It's true.
dude.
Yeah, no. But the first time I ever met you, Craig, I had the worst skin fade ever on my hair because I lost all my hair on the side of my head through alopecia. So all over here at the back and stuff. So the barber was like, "Just let me fuck you up, fam." And I was like, "You do it. I don't care." As if it
You
could
look
make
like,
it worse.
F1's
Little did that previous version of Lloyd Barnes know that in a few years' time, he would be a man bun wearing, 4th floor owning, pig cake employing, creative fucking entrepreneur son of a bitch.
fit, fucking running, healthy.
5 years sober. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. I'm doing the reverse Lloyd. I'm doing the reverse
Yeah.
Lloyd. I'm gonna turn into a
Yeah,
little
I'm
chubby
different.
lesbian. So I'm gonna be fucking just, hey guys, I made FU4.
FU3 though. What?
FU3, there you go. Fuck yeah, dude.
People already started
fucking-
mashing about after seeing the performances in the video.
Yeah, fucking getting a shriek call from somebody shrieking in your ear when FU3 comes out.
Yeah. But,
Fuck me, man.
but anyone listening, I do get messages from quite a lot of magicians who are like, shit, what the fuck can I do to try and some people are in a rut, So my first one is give up booze. Give up booze. I still eat shit every day, just pizza.
I think
I'd
you
be
lose
fucking-
15. Like you could lose 15 pounds by just cutting booze because it's free fucking calories. Like it's free. If you
in
drink,
the first 3 months, I did nothing else other than cut booze, and I dropped 25 pounds or something. Just by
yeah, because imagine
I
how many
booze.
calories you were drinking, dude.
Yeah.
Just fucking every bottle is 150 each. Well, surprisingly, liquor is not that bad. A shot of good whiskey is like 80 calories, which is kind of crazy. Like a
Yeah.
Maker's Mark.
I couldn't stomach shorts though, man. Like if I did that, I'd be dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
no.
any other magic tricks?
Well,
Any
not
magic
tricks,
tricks
but
left?
something worth talking about. The session, Vanishing Ink,
That's
started
coming up
announcing
soon.
some of the names for the session convention.
Haven't reached out to me, but okay.
Yeah, well, they're dumb as fuck, aren't they? Josh is scared. He's scared that if him and a real man like Pig Cake were in the same room together, people would realize that he's just Andy's little bitch.
Are you coming to the session?
Who, me?
No, Pig Cake.
Pick Cake, you got to come to the session, dude. There's no point working out if you can't. I want to have, like Vince McMahon back in the day decided to set up the World Bodybuilding Federation. I want to have a pose off between you and Joshua J live on the session stage. I would pay to see that shit happen. You
Yeah,
gotta-
preparing for Joshua J here. Just to I'm getting a little bit of a pump on. Yeah. No, when is the session?
January. It's always
January.
January, like weekend.
Yeah, no, because I'm already fucking going there February, and I have to mentally prepare myself for Blackpool. So I don't think I'm gonna make it to the session.
But listen to some of the names they've announced. They've started announcing names. We've not discussed this. We always talk about the session. They've announced 8 names so far. Hector Mancha.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah,
Do
right.
you know how good that guy is? FISM winner. He won FISM with an amazing routine from it's like 7 or 8 years ago, maybe 10, where he just makes money appear, like dollar bills appear. But
they
if
actually
you've never
say in
seen
his
it, it's just-
bio, we're trying to convince him to perform the actual act that won him the World Championship of Magic and Grand Prix Award at FISM.
It's amazing. Literally, he's just making dollar bills appear at his fingertips. But there are just certain moments in the whole routine where you're like, I, as a magician, have no fucking clue what's going on. It's just like, it's magic.
Yeah. So Hector Mancha. Next, Siegfried Taiber. Born and raised in Ecuador, lives in Los Angeles. He built his career on the strength of his close-up card work, blending sleight of hand psychology and storytelling.
What? Sounds sick.
Then, interesting choice, Ella Nicholson.
Oh, dude, have you seen how creative Ella is?
Yeah, she's great. The stuff that she does with her
Fuck
nails.
me.
And I was watching a video the other day, and it's just like her nails just change color and the bottle changed. The stuff she's doing.
I literally the nail color change. I've watched it like 10 times. I just don't know the method, and it's so rare for me to be like that. Be so fooled.
She's proving that
As the highlight.
are like rule in this fucking industry. Like they really do.
Great.
I tell you what, Thea is obsessed with watching her videos. She's doing such a great job of like leading from the front for young girls in this industry. Fucking
Is it? I always think it's a shame that we even have to mention that it's a girl. Like she's just a fucking good magician.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
really
she's a great
good,
magician.
really good. And for her age, there's gonna be so many of the other because the scholarships that they do at the session convention for the kids is like probably my favorite thing. And there's gonna be a lot of people watching Ella because I didn't fucking get to lecture at the session till 20 years after she is. They're gonna be there watching and be like, holy shit, that's who I want to be.
Did you ever watch? Yeah, I was gonna say, did you ever?
I'll be back
watched
in
the
just
video.
1 second. You guys keep talking. Just one.
Okay.
Cool.
With a little bit of a hot take that blew up on Facebook called "Female Magicians Don't Exist." Do you remember this video?
I remember something. I know you did a video on it, right?
Yeah,
Did a video on it?
yeah.
What was the gist of it?
The gist was that you're a magician. That why label yourself as a female magician? And my sort of structure of the video, I wanted to make sure that if you just saw the headline or saw the title, that and you argued against that your point was refuted immediately. And I got nothing but negative reactions on Facebook. They're like, yeah, they do exist. I'm real. It's like, well, you didn't watch the video.
Yeah.
You didn't see
Yeah,
the
you get-
point.
I mean, like 99% of all online people trying to start shit is because they didn't read the fucking article, you know, like
Yeah.
or they didn't watch a video and they comment on it out of context. That's most people on there. But I get what you mean. It should just be like
Magician.
like what is it like? For an example, there's certain comedians, whether they're women or where their entire shtick is that they are a woman or that they are from somewhere else or that you know what I mean. I just think, and I think is and I might get shot for this, but I think it's lazy because my favorite singers, comedians, magicians, to me, it's and I think it's important to recognize that like people are underrepresented. There's definitely people who are underrepresented and to do more for them, to give them equal opportunities. But I don't think that I should never find it. I just think it's lazy or just a crutch when people use it as their USP. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I'm
that's my
sure
point.
Ella probably would. I hope I would be speaking on turn, but I think she would agree. Like she's just a fucking good magician. And if someone was like, "Oh
Great
yeah, she's a
magician.
good female magician," and just like, and she's a woman, and she's a girl, I think it would just, I think like this, that's just taking respect away from just how good she is. And
No,
like
she's a
say
good
what-
magician. She's a great
That's it.
magician, period. But we have to be honest with ourselves that women are appreciated, underrepresented in magic. There are less role models for young girls in magic. I know this because
I
I've
like
got,
wonder whether it's a
I've
question
got,
of nature
I've
or
got an
nurture,
11-year-old daughter who's obsessed with magic. And it's hard to find videos for her to watch of people that she looks up to and goes, "Oh my God." And Ella's somebody who she'll literally, and she loves it, she'll comment on Instagram. She'll sit there and, she'll use her Instagram when I'm there or Sarah's there. And she'll just immediately go straight to Ella's videos and she'll comment. She gets so excited when Ella comments back. Like she's
Oh,
she's an
that's so
amazing
nice.
magician, but she's a role model for a lot of
I
young
I was just
girls
telling Lloyd
industry.
about that. I was just telling Lloyd, I don't know if you ever saw that video that I did called "Female Magicians Don't Exist," that I got ran through the muck on Facebook when that video came out because people just saw the headline and the title and they didn't watch the video. And it was like, well, I'm just saying magicians, they're magicians. Like for you to make the distinction between female magician and magician, the people that make that distinction, it's just for marketing because it's more novel. It's unfortunately there's less of them. It's not a thing that's just it's not, I don't think they're being pushed out or anything, at least now in modern time. I think that they're more welcome now than ever in magic. But it was a lot of hypocrisy by people that want to make the claim of, I have my own, but then you market yourself as a female magician. So where's that? So I was just making that point that I think a lot of people sort of found contentious, but it's I'm just saying at the end of the day, you're all magicians.
Yeah, what I just don't like is like because there's people like Laura London who just do it right, who's just a fucking sick magician, doesn't say go out of her way, is like, hey, hire me because I'm a female. It's like, no,
Yeah.
you hire me because I'm the best person for the job that you want on stage. Done. That's the right way of doing it. Just fucking, but but it's just lazy. You see comedians where they talk about their race, or their sexuality, or whatever they are, but that's their entire act. Like, and I get it. Like, you talk about you do you, right? You always do it. Like, you talk about what you know. But I think there's a tasteful tone and line to draw between, like, that is just the entire shtick over and over again. Like, yeah, we get it. You've got tits, cool. Between having like funny for like, if you like, one of my favorite comedians of all time, and me and Kaylee's, is Sarah Millican, female comedian, right? But entire act is
Female
not
comedian.
being a woman. She's just fucking hilarious, incredibly witty, incredibly funny, and really like good delivery on her jokes. She happens to be a woman,
Exactly.
right?
But they fucking man. Just
But I do get it. There
vitriolic.
needs to be more to push. I don't know whether you should. I mean, if women are not interested in magic and don't want to get into it, it's a weird one to say to try and push it, but to at least give them the floor, the opportunity.
Yeah.
is what's needed.
Well, you can't argue with what the fuck just magic attracts. Magic tends to attract socially awkward males, right? So there's few and far between females, but virgins. But it's not to say that they're being alienated and pushed out. It's a numbers game. It's unfortunate that. And that was my point in the video, which again, all the keyboard warriors came out of the woodworks just saying, well, I'm representing, and then, it turned into a shit show. But my point was one from come in, do it good, do it better, stand out of your own merit, not just because, you happen to be labeling yourself. It's just happenstance that you're a female doing magic, but at the end of the day, you're a magician. You're not a female magician. I'm not a male magician.
Yeah. Well, I've seen it before at other conventions where lesser ability magicians have been given a platform because just to meet the diversity quota. I think that's the most dangerous thing. I think any magician should earn their position on that stage. And the minute you start giving it to magicians that haven't earned it, but just hitting some sort of quota or whatever, then I just think that's not fair. That's not fair on the audience, but more importantly, it's not fair on the performer.
Yeah, that now they're bankrolled, or not bankrolled, but they're sort of typecast. And it's the worst thing to be typecast just because it's like, well, you want to be there on the merit of your own skill. You don't want to be there just because you happen to look a certain way. And again, arguing that
when I was a fat alcoholic, right? And people were like, and they wanted to show, hey, like any old fat fucking loser can get on this stage. And someone booked me to lecture, but it wasn't because of the magic I was doing. It was just because I was a fat alkie. Yeah. That's a scummy thing to do for everyone, right? I don't know. But yeah, we could talk about this like cows, but I'm sure I probably said something to upset someone I don't mean to. I just think that it's great that we can like now they like finally after years that they allow women in the magic circle, which is mental that they never in the first place, but that's the fucking world we live in. And it's welcome to women. I just think that like be as good as you can, and then you'll get recognition for being good at what you do, not because you're not just because you were born not the same as the men.
Ella's a great example of that. I don't even think girl. I just think, wow, she's fucking great. She's ridiculous. Her ideas are very creative, and she has a very nice sort of infectious personality that shines through the camera that you can't help but feel happy watching a video. At no point did I think, oh man, it's a girl doing magic, right? I just see the video. I see the merit of her skill and her infectious nature, and I go, and it's just wonderful to watch. But unfortunately,
certain attributes female magicians can have, which is so much better than men. So the number one component to being a good magician, I believe, and I've said it many times, is being a good actor. Most magicians are socially awkward, and then almost every single magician I've ever met, bar a very minute 1%, are absolutely dog shit actors. Like you could, like you don't, like when they're acting. And this is not generalizing, but most girls that I've met in magic are much more socially able. And when you're more, when you can understand body language and read facial cues, you tend to be able to mirror that. And I find that women can be potentially because I think, like I said, it's the most important tool to be able to convey or make people think that you're actually a magician in trouble, to make people think that something's gone wrong, to actually or have moments where you actually connect and have a conversation. Women have that in spades. There's something that comes more naturally to most women.
Emotional intelligence.
Yeah, emotional intelligence. I don't think that's an offensive thing to say.
No, somebody would.
I also think that one of the things like Eric Jones brought to his magic, he used to train magic with a metronome to a beat. It's why his magic is always so fucking sick and it's to a rhythm. I think women often are girls get into dance more, I say, than men. I don't know that's offensive to say. And they tend to have a better sense of tempo and rhythm than men. So when you watch women do magic sometimes, they tend to hit the beats a lot better. When you look at Ryland and Thea perform, for example, it's not taking anything off Ryland because he's a good magician at what he does, but Thea is the theatrical rhythmic
you
one.
Probably saw that on the gala show. You probably saw that on the gala show.
Noticed that she was hitting those beats better than Ryland was. She was rhythmically moving around better on stage.
And she's more expressive, and
so instantly they have and I'm not saying that all women are, of course not, but generally just because of nature nature and nurture, they've got some things that are some of the most important categories to have as a skill set. The men, they have those from the get-go, and they can utilize them to their advantage to get the upper hand. I so yeah, it's like there's no reason why women can't. I actually think if there was an equal split of women and men in magic, women would probably have the upper hand in terms of who the general public like watching. I think because they'd be more like I say, the most important thing isn't the trick that you do, it's how you make them feel. And if you can connect better with your audience, if you naturally are just better communicators, that's the biggest leap done. That's the biggest fucking leap done. And they also get to have different perspectives too. I don't know. I think it's I could go on about it all day, but yeah, I just really hate it when someone's like, oh, it's a woman magician. It's like, who gives a fuck? They're just dope if they're dope. And if they suck, then it's just another magician. You know what I mean?
You're right. You're right. It's just a difficult thing to talk about because people tend to get a little bit fucking aggressive and emotional.
Yeah, you mention it, and some people just go,
Ah, fuck it.
"Oh,
Bro, the
fuck
amount
this,"
of
it's like
comments
you're
that I
saying
got
on
from
behalf of them,
people-
and and they probably agree with me.
Yeah, yeah. If we're on the same fucking island, you're just fucking, I don't know, pissy and moany. But then again, that is Facebook and fucking comments. So what do you expect?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So anyway, it's 90 minutes. Any new tricks? Talk. Oh my god, I gotta fuck off.
Can I just very quickly finish who's at the session because
Yes, yeah.
it will probably piss people off if we've we've mentioned a couple of people, but not everyone. So the other names that have been announced, and so we've got Hector Mancha, Siegfried Taiber, Ellen Nicholson. They're really pulling out all the stops this year. Guy Hollingsworth.
Oh, fucking legend.
He's going to be lecturing, and he's also going to be performing his brand new show.
Oh, wow.
Then you've got Wolf. I mean, you don't need to say anything about Guy Hollingsworth. He's one of the best in the industry, one of the best in the world. Then you've got Wolfgang Moser.
He's great.
yeah.
Follow him on Instagram.
Andy Gladwin has gone on record as saying he's added more magic to his repertoire from Wolfgang's masterclass than any other. He'll be in the gala show and he's going to be lecturing. Then 3 more names. Gaia Alicia Rose, one of the most unusual resumes in magic, won the Italian Magic Championship at 13, becoming the youngest champion in the title's history and the only woman to ever hold it. Since competed as a finalist in the World Magic Championships. But the work off stage is what we're most excited about. She holds a degree in psychology and is a trained clinical psychologist. And she's going to talk about her work bringing magic into unusual venues.
Yeah, she's brilliant. She last year her and Giacomo Bigladi ran the kids scholarship behind the scenes at the convention. So they were literally picking off lecturers saying, come here and just fucking give a mini lecture to all the kids, and it was super smooth, really well run. I haven't seen her act yet, so I'm gonna be interested to watch that because I hear she's fucking incredible.
Well, we've got her, and then the next name, somebody you might not have heard of, is a bit of an underground guy, John Bannon.
No.
I've got John Bannon coming to the set.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be front and center. Don't fucking talk to me. Don't look at me. Don't interrupt me. I'm just gonna be sat there drooling over that man.
I blame John Bannon for the resurgence and the sort of upsurgence, if that's the term, of like old blokes at bars doing self-working tricks, I think. Right? Everybody, bro, he came out with those fucking move zeros that were unbelievably clever with, barely any work. And I think now, because of that, the amount of fucking worn decks that have been at pubs have increased because of him.
Yeah. He is the GOAT. And then finally, taking a leaf out of the Magic Con playbook, the final name that the session has announced is Kieran Johnson.
Fuck.
In fact, they probably booked him before us because he was on there for 10 minutes last year, wasn't he? So
he's a phenomenal magician, incredible bubble artist, regurgitator, and an all-round one-of-a-kind performer. At the session 2027, he'll be sharing a brand new lecture on what? Nobody knows. But that's the fun of Kieran.
He needs to share. I can't even tell. Kieran has some stuff. I mean, Kieran kind of fucking wrote the new rule book on a lot of magic that people do, specifically in the UK. But one of the 6 impossible things in Joshua Jay's show was Kieran's trick. One of 6, and Joshua Jay picked the best magic in the fucking world for that show. It's a pretty big accolade. Kieran famously invented like all the hot drinks in Coke can stuff. He does all the ice reveals. He does all the fucking. In candy and in chocolate. The card and candy revolution that everyone went crazy for. This is all Kieran. All of it.
Mm-hmm.
He did the signed Rubik's Cube in bottle, and it's still the best one by a mile. It's still the best signed Rubik's Cube in bottle. There's nothing close to it. Nothing close to it.
Unbelievably clever. Yeah, he's just and such a nice guy. So humble.
Human Labrador social hand grenade.
Yeah, man. Fucking A, dude. I love getting squirted on him.
And
Or
you know
squirted
what?
on by him.
You saw him do it at the Magic Con, but I think people in attendance don't realize how fucking incredible the method is. He's got a freely named card that he shows a deck of cards. He shows his pockets empty. The spectator puts the deck into his pocket. There's nothing else in there. There's not an index or anything like that. They shuffle the deck. They put the deck in his pocket. They name any card, and he reaches into his pocket and he pulls that card out. And it's not an index. It's not Dex or something like that. The method behind that is fucking genius.
I mean, that's the first thing I could say. I hope he teaches his. Do you know what it is?
Yes, he showed me when I was in London with him, and he told me how it works. And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Can you write it?
Do it
Can you
because
write it
that's
in the chat.
ridiculous. That's like, is it? I'm terrible with names. It was Brandon.
Well,
Ellis
you
that
were a
did
bit wrong
the,
on something.
Magical mixtape, right?
Well, no, it's not. Yeah. So basically, okay. So this is the effect pick kick. You can do a bunch of different things. But let's say I give you a deck of cards. You shuffle it. You place it in my pocket, right? And then call any card out. This is what you can do. This is one of the things you can do with it. So I'm gonna. So you talk for a second, Frank. I'm gonna type the method to pick kick.
Okay. The method is ridiculous. Like I get the same feeling of you fucking did that when I see the method to this trick as I did when Brandon Ellis did his lecture, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I just throw the fucking card into the deck." You what now? You fucking throw the card into the deck? Are you some sort of weird subhuman? You fucking throw the card in. That's the method. There's no method. You're doing what you're telling the audience you're doing. Are you fucking mental? And it was one of the best things I saw at the session.
Oh, Craig, I just realized. Yeah, you remembered Brandon's lecture. You don't remember mine.
I do.
You know,
I remember
what?
you sucking off Ted Karmalovic. I remember
Well, in between just bouts of fucking dreaming of having a ties infused dream. You know,
Look, I remember most of it. I remember the beginning bit. I fell asleep for a bit in the middle for 10 minutes, but then I remember the fucking clue thing was incredible. The whole clue thing live on stage with all the people on stage. That was fucking
okay. Thank you. Yeah, but it doesn't. You're right. It doesn't hold a candle to Brandon fucking throwing a. It's so funny because he's like, he tells you, "Oh yeah, when I show you the method, you're gonna be upset," and then I was upset.
There's the method pick kick. Craig, talk amongst us. That's what he reads.
Oh shit! Okay.
It's the best. It's literally all the years that I put into work on that, all the years that I've seen anyone else put into work on that. And when he showed me a method, he's like, "Yeah, no, I just do this." I was like, "That's it." And he was like, "Yeah, try it." And I tried it. I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that literally just works." The only caveat to that is that it isn't an instant. You know, it's not like 2 seconds, but. Well, realistically, he pulls it every night. He doesn't matter about this. It doesn't matter about being super quick.
When you did the Dex tutorial, you said one of the worst things to use an index for is to reach into your pocket and pull out the card that they name. But that was framed differently to this. This is
no, it's not the worst thing to use an index for with an index. What Dex wasn't intended for that reveal. Dex was intended it for magical, for like loading purposes.
That's nuts. Yeah, I just thought of.
Because Don Juan does a fucking amazing instant reveal of a card from his pocket. Like his is literally. We were at the Magic Live just gone, and he goes like someone named a card. He stood there and he did this. It was like a fucking eagle coming from the sky. He went, had it. It was. I everyone was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" Like I couldn't even breathe. It was so quick. And when it's performed that way, that is the effect itself. With Dex, it was a different thing. Where
sorry, were you talking about Don's trick then, or were you talking about Kaylee's conversation with you last night?
Last night.
You know, you just said, "Damn, it was so quick." I was.
Oh, not sex.
It was
a bit.
Sex. It was a bit. Yeah. Thanks for fucking. Yeah, I appreciate it. Fuck you all.
What a fucking but see, but okay, people got to mention, right, the Magic Con in the same vein as how you guys are talking about the session. It's like, look at these amazing guys, right? That's what I want for the Magic Con, for them to go, what? They got who? How?
Yeah.
What?
You know what I appreciate with the session? They always get a bunch of people in that I've never fucking heard of before. But I know if they're going to be at the session, they're going to be remarkable. And there's going to be people in the audience. There's going to be people that are just there to buy a ticket to the convention that are probably bigger names. That, you know, the people that are buying tickets would be the headline fucking acts at almost every other Magic convention. And yet they just come to the session.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
It kind of kickstarts the entire year, as far as I'm concerned. The session is, and then you're off to Ohio as well.
Well, I'm not lecturing. You know, they wouldn't have me lecture in Ohio, but no, I'm.
No,
I'm
why
gonna
would they? I mean,
be
you're a
there.
piece of shit, but you're gonna be there, aren't you?
I'm going to be there. I'm going to be working the Penguin booth. Yeah.
Damn.
Uh,
So,
yeah.
well, Picky, why didn't you come to that then instead of the session? Because it's the week after.
What, Magi Fest?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should do, man. It's only in it's only in Columbus.
Yeah,
I'll
it'll
tell you
probably be a
very
fiver.
quickly. I'll tell you who's booked so far for Magi Fest because they've got some great names announced already. Brian Curry, who's a mentalist best known for his acclaimed work on The Good Liar, is going to deliver a show and a topic he excels in character development. Dana Pleasance. She's a member of the Magic Castle, worked at the Magic Castle regularly. She's going to be the bar magician in residence. Then Siegfried Taiber, who we just talked about. John Shyrock, veteran stage and close-up magician. Performed at places like the Magic Castle and Caesar's Palace. Kevin King, comedy magician and memory expert. Lloyd Barnes, Welsh magician, creator, YouTuber, sheep fucker. Margaret Steele. She's presenting the results of her research into the Great Brumsky, America's first black superstar magician. John Bannon. Fucking, we all know John Bannon. And finally, Morton Christian.
Oh, god damn.
You're on the
Everyone's
same bill as Morton Christian, who's going to be doing a one-man show and a lecture.
Not familiar.
He's going to be your highlight by a mile. He won for some comedy magician of the year, but realistically, he should have won. He should have won creative thinker of the year because he has the best ideas ever, man. He's fucking
Really?
phenomenal.
Shit, okay.
Yeah.
That sounds fun. I mean,
Right, I gotta go. I was supposed to be fucking going to the hot tub with my kid like half an hour ago.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, we did say that this was going to be cut short because Lloyd's on holiday. I'm on a busman's holiday because Magic and Mischief are working, but I'm not.
Before after we end the recording, can I show you guys the new version of Vespa real quick? The update to it.
We need to talk about Vespa because that's coming out soon from the fourth floor, isn't it? I mean, we won't talk about it this week.
Not soon. It's the replacement of it's Cognito. In a nutshell, just to hype people up. Cognito, I think the reason why it exploded and it's got so many users around the world is because genuinely somebody would think of something and then they'd never type it, they'd never speak it, they'd never isolate it or select it on screen. They would just think about it and you could know what it was. And it was true, they'd never say it out loud, they'd never whisper it. It only existed inside their mind, their thought. And even if the magician was shoulder surfing their phone, it didn't matter. Because you couldn't tell what it was. It was an issue, which was there was a process, and that process could be quite heavy and could take up to over a minute or two sometimes. So I wanted to take the same foundational points of Cognito, where I could know something that someone was thinking, get rid of all the binary and get rid of all the process, and just instantly know what it is under the same strict circumstances. And Vespa just shits all over it, like it leaves it in the dirt. A completely new method. So, but I want to show you the new version because there was Anyway, we end the podcast and I'll show it to you now and get in the hot tub.
What a tease. Fuck you. That's for the viewer, by the way. Fuck you.
It's fucking incredible. It really is. It's when's the ETA?
Oh fuck knows. I still got loads of work to do on it yet, but I want to just show you how silly this is now. Okay, bye everyone. Have a shit week. Don't fuck kids.
Yeah. Do you want to wrap it up? Wrap it up quickly.
Yeah. Guys, we'll be back next Tuesday or Wednesday for you. It's Tuesday for us. for the Magic Podcast. We love you. Thank you all. You'll be getting your questionnaires about next year's Magic Con in your emails very, very soon. I've been Lloyd. This has been Craig. That's been Pig Kid. Stop fucking kids.
And have a shit week.
Peace.
Bye, motherfuckers.
We apologize for disrupting your normal daily schedule. You may now relax, tuck your deck back in, and resume your regular day-to-day life. Remember to subscribe to be notified the moment each new episode goes live every Wednesday. And join our Facebook group to continue the conversation. The link is in the description to this podcast. Thank you for listening to The Magic Podcast.